Alright, so we've done a couple of videos in this series about risk management, about risk assessment, about how risky is it to buy real estate in Nigeria, how risky is it to buy real estate in Lagos, and then we also look at different real estate options, off plan, buying community lands, and looking at the different risk attached to it. So this time around, you'll be looking at the risk attached to when you are buying freehold land or untitled land. When you're buying land with virgin titles, land with registered survey, land with CFO in process, CFO in view, that you are buying in Epe, you are buying in Epe-Itoikin, you are buying in Mowe, you are buying in Ogun State, Shimawa, and so on, and it's just a registered survey or is a freehold land. Alright, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, please meet the Property Guy Property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate for first-time investors, avid investors, or people that are not even investing yet, but they want to understand, learn as much as they can about how the real estate market works here, about land documents, about land titles, about everything about property matters here in Lagos. We share everything here. You are at the right channel. This is your best spot. So after watching this particular educative guide, I also advise you go to our different playlists. We have a playlist on freehold land, we have a playlist on Epe, we have a playlist on Epe-Itoikin, we have a playlist on land titles, hierarchy of property titles, pros and cons, shortlets, everything real estate. We have different playlists on it and different episodes under each of those playlists. All right, so let's go straight into the topic: how to manage, how to minimize the risk on freehold and untitled land here in Lagos and in Nigeria. So if this is your second video, this is your fifth video, you have watched countless of our videos and you have not subscribed yet, I want you to subscribe. I know some of you guys watch our videos via your smart TV. Just help us log in on your phone and subscribe. Really want you to subscribe. Want you to invite people to subscribe, want you to share our videos also, because we have this quality content and we put so much time, so much energy in also delivering this quality content, because we want you to enjoy it, we want you to learn from it, and we want you to invest smarter and to also invest better. All right, so how can you minimize the risk? How can you manage the risk on freehold land and untitled land? Now, the biggest risk on untitled land is acquisition, which means that if for whatever reason in 5 years time, in 10 years time, in 15 years time, in 20 years time, the government have a project or have a plan for that area, they want to do a road, they want to do an overhead bridge, they want to bring a school, they want to create a flyover, an interchange, whatever they want to create, and somehow it affects your property, you might start experiencing some certain issue if that land does not have any title. So that's why you want to manage and minimize your risk on untitled land. Now, the first thing I would advise is, if you don't plan to perfect, so that means you don't plan to do CFO, you don't plan to regularize, you don't plan to ratify, you don't plan to do CFO on that land, I would suggest that you don't buy the land facing the express or facing the major roads, because those lands are always going to attract more government interest. In Epe right now, we have the Epe-Itoikin Road, we have the Epe-Ijebu Road expressway, we have the Lekki Epe expressway. For the untitled land that are facing those roads, if you buy, I will advise that you perfect. If you don't plan to perfect, just stay away from the road, stay away from those major expressway, go further inside and buy a property. Is a bit less risky, because these are untitled land. If the land is facing the major expressway and in 15 years time the government, they want to dualize the road, they want to add a train to it, they want to do a flyover bridge, they want to do an interchange, most of the properties around there might be compensated, or they might not really be compensated enough based on the actual value of that property, because they don't have a title. So you don't plan to perfect. Even Ogun State too, most of the land facing the busy road, major expressways in Ogun State government expects you to perfect it. Lagos Ibadan expressway, Shagamu expressway, Epe-Ijebu Road expressway, all these major roads, all these major expressways, the land facing them directly, the Ogun State government are expecting the people that buy those property, that owns those property, to regularize or ratify and perfect the title. If you don't, no problem. So in our property of the day today, we'll be looking at the Genesis Court, the Genesis Court 2 at Badore Aja. This property already got a CFO. And for people who are looking at a place to buy and build, or people who are looking at a place where there are existing structures already, where they can position themselves for future developers who are looking for land to buy, build, and sell, then both Genesis Core 2 and Genesis Core 3 are very good options. And this is a property where I know when it was selling for 30,000 per square meter to 40,000 per square meter, and currently is 70k plus per square meter. So the value keeps going up more based on the more development that is there, based on more projects, more houses that are coming up there. And this is a very good place you should look at positioning, particularly if you are tired of buying bushes. So feel free to send me a WhatsApp message or drop a comment if you would like to find out more about this project. So let's go back straight into the video. But if for whatever reason the government want to acquire it, compensation might be minimal or may not even come at all. All right, now the second way I will also advise that you minimize your risk on freehold and untitled land is spread it. Spread it, particularly if you don't plan to perfect. So you can do maybe 2 plots, 3 plots, max 6 plots in one spot. So you spread it, buy 6 plots here, go to another spot, buy 6 plots, go to another spot, buy 6 plots, buy 3 plots here, go to another spot, buy 3 plots, go to another spot, buy 3 plots. For example, in Epe, you can buy 3 plots in Temu, buy 3 plots in Poka, buy 6 plots in Ketu Epe, buy 3 plots at Igboye, buy 3 plots at Iragushi, buy 3 plots at Mojoda, buy 6 plots at Ilara. You are spreading it. And the reason why you are spreading this is you don't want to go to Ketu Epe and buy 20 plots that you don't plan to perfect. 5 years time, 15 years time, 20 years time, we don't know. Government might say that they want to build an aviation school or aviation center and something, and it's going to affect some part of your property or affect all your property, and you have 20 plots there. But by having 6 plots here, 6 plots there, 2 plots here, 3 plots there, 4 plots there, and they are all at least quite distant to the major road or major expressway, you are at least going to be a bit safer because this time you are spreading your risk and you're not concentrating all in just one spot. Now, my third advice, if you are buying untitled or freehold land, CFO in process, CFO in view, is only buy few in Lagos. Buy more outside Lagos. Lagos state government is the most greedy government in terms of real estate. Every other state, they are safer. Ogun State, Ibadan, Oyo, Ilorin, the government might not even have time for you in the next 20 years, regardless of maybe your property have title or not. But Lagos state government, they are constantly reviewing documentation, constantly reviewing master plans, constantly creating different schemes, constantly revoking some titles. So they are very greedy in terms of real estate. So you want to have only few of untitled land in Lagos, and more of your untitled land you want to do it in Ibadan, do it in Ogun State, do it in Ondo, do it outside Lagos. And again, lastly, all your land in your portfolio should not be untitled land. So you can buy Epe comfortably, Igonla, Igboye, do for land of maybe 900k, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million per plot, freehold or titled land. But you should also at least have some CFO land in your portfolio too. If you can afford Fairmount, buy Fairmount. If you can afford a gazette land, if you can afford an acquisition land, just ensure that your surveyor confirm the acquisition, that there is no embargo on the acquisition. Your surveyor confirm the acquisition, you can also buy acquisition land in Bejuleki. Definitely the prices are higher than a freehold land in Epe, but at least they are safer because this time around they have a title. So don't let all your land, all the land in your portfolio, don't let all of them be untitled land. In Epe right now, I have around like 10 11 freehold lands in my name. At the same time, I come to Epe-Itoikin, bought a gazette land. At the same time, I went to Mori Ofada, bought a CFO land. At the same time, I went to Ibadan, bought a governor's consent land. So I'm not allowing all the land in my portfolio to just be freehold. I'm also buying CFO. I'm also buying governor's consent. If I cannot afford the ones in Lagos, I'm going outside Lagos to afford the ones with CFO or to afford the ones with governor's consent. So the same thing, I also advise that for you. Don't let all the land in your portfolio be freehold, but Igboyi, but Ketu, but Temu, but Poka, but this, but that. It's good. But at the same time, come to Epe-Itoikin, look for a titled land that is CFO, is government allocation, is gazette, is exhibition. Just let your, if it's gazette or exhibition, just let your surveyor confirm it for you that, okay, yes, it falls under the gazette, it falls under the exhibition, it's not revoked, then it's safe, you buy. Those ones have title, and then you can continue playing around with your different locations in Epe. So if you have any questions, based on the different things I've mentioned, based on the different points I've mentioned in this video, kindly feel free. Even if you don't agree with me, trust me, even if you don't agree with me, as the only thing is, don't be combative. As long as you state your points, Rabiu, okay, I feel this, what about this, what about that? Definitely, I'm going to share my own perspective too, because I believe we all can't see things the same way. So we have different perceptions about investment, we have different perceptions about money. So you definitely don't have to agree with how I see some certain things. So definitely, you can state your points. I'll also state my point, to share ideas, to share knowledge. Just don't be combative. Don't be combative. The moment you are combative about it, I just write, all right, and I get out. So that's it. All right, so you can drop your comments. Feel free to drop your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, kindly give us a thumb like. I also appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed yet to our videos, I'm also trying to encourage you, kindly do subscribe. And if you are looking for a property to buy, you are looking for a property to invest, remember Rabi have been teaching you, Rabi have been educating you. If you want to buy, also remember Rabi, because that's where I get paid. If you're watching my videos, I don't get paid, It's when we sell, it's when we do business together, when you buy from us, that's where we actually get paid. So if you have been learning from us, if we have been educating you, when it's also time for you to also decide you want to get something or to get a property, kindly do reach us. Kindly do. We are going to appreciate it. And trust me, we are also going to be transparent with you, to tell you everything you need to know, about what you are trying to invest in. So as you mentioned, your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, your property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos. I'll see you next time.